But even though the atmosphere is upscale, the menu highlights everyday foods like pork chops and even cookies and milk. And that's why the Quarry in Hingham can serve you the perfect meal. The Quarry in Hingham is not the kind of place you usually find on the South Shore. A place where food is crafted carefully in a scratch kitchen, where cocktails are created tableside, where the owners really care about every dish they serve, and you can have a downtown dining experience without all the fuss of driving into the city.
The Quarry is a restaurant that was created so that we could bring some of the Boston atmosphere to the South Shore. So you're allowed to come in here, have a great dining experience, yet not have to worry about the traffic or parking, anything that you would have to in the city.
Located in this old stone building, this striking space boasts an open, airy dining room with dramatic high ceilings and a comfortable bar where customers cozy up. On any given night, you can usually find owners Ron and Julie LeDuc working the room to make sure all the customers are content.
How are we doing this evening?
While Chef Greg Jordan is back in the kitchen making sure every plate that goes out is pristine.
You're only as good as your last plate. So we try to be perfect every single time.
And with a menu sporting everything from house-made charcuterie to creative specials like ricotta stuffed squash blossoms, deciding what to order is tough. So we sent the Phantom out to taste it all in a search for the perfect meal. Appetizers at the Quarry are as artful as they are tasty. There's the house-made sausage, which changes from week to week and is always served with spicy mustard and greens. And Cape Cod mussels drenched in a tangy white wine lemon broth spiked with cherry tomatoes. But the best way to kick off your Quarry experience is with an order or two of the baked stuffed figs.
Baked stuffed figs are phenomenal. I suggest them to everyone. It's a mission fig wrapped in prosciutto and then stuffed with gorgonzola cheese. And then we bake it so it's nice and crispy on the outside, but it's nice and soft on the inside with the cheese.
I think it's a fantastic combination. The speck gets a little bit crispy on the outside of the fig. The cheese is warm and gooey in the middle. It's just a great dish.
Since the Quarry is located near the ocean, fresh seafood is always on the menu. There are dayboat scallops perfectly caramelized and served over buttery spätzle and asparagus, or the fruity tamari featuring a boatload of shellfish over house-made linguine. But for the ultimate seafood entree, you've got to try the lobster brodetto. Presented in a copper skillet, this eye-popping entree has customers floored by the half lobster, shrimp, calamari, and mussels, all soaking in a saffron tomato broth.
I think they can't believe how much comes in the copper pot. They're blown away by the variety.
Meat eaters will also marvel at the offerings at the Quarry. The grilled Berkshire pork is a whopping 12 ounces of meat cooked perfectly pink and served with a skillet of cornbread on the side, while the pasture-raised filet mignon is ultra tender and plated alongside aromatic truffle mashed potato. But if you want a comforting dish that will warm you from the inside, order the lamb lasagna. Served right in the casserole dish in which it's baked, this piping hot pasta is layered with baby spinach, bechamel sauce, and a hearty lamb ragu.
It's bubbling up on the edges and it's perfectly browned on the top. As soon as you break into it, steam comes out. It's just a great combination.
At dessert, most customers like to kick it old school with the Quarry's deliciously nostalgic cookies and milk.
They love the fact that it comes out with this tiny, cute little milk bottle, some straws in it. There's 2 cookies that are rather large in size. It's really nice to have warm cookies and milk.
Baked stuffed figs, lobster brodetto, lamb lasagna, and some milk and cookies. That's the perfect meal at the Quarry restaurant.